Hello everyone, I'm Joanne and welcome to my craft room. I am so excited to create this card with you today. This is a new release from Spellbinders. They do send me product to show you guys on my YouTube channel. I am an affiliate. There are links below for you to click on. When you do that and place an order, I receive a small commission. That's at no cost to you. And thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel and me. I appreciate it. We're going to make this absolutely beautiful card. I made this all with white paper. Well, except for the background here. But this is all white. I'm doing all kinds of ink blending. Look at this flower. That's a Pom Pom. Look at the inside of that, the dimension, right? This would not be the type of card unless you made a special envelope for it because of the way it pops up. Very difficult to mail. This might be something that you take to someone. Maybe they're in the hospital, they're sick, they need a happy day. Maybe you want to give someone a present and you put this on the front of the card. Of the box of the present, you put the card on the front of. Or there are small boxes that you can mail cards like this in. But I'll tell you, it is so absolutely gorgeous. You're seriously going to want this parasol. It's an absolutely beautiful card. Beautiful way also to make this pom-pom. I've never made a flower like that. This is called the Garden Parasol. Etched dies. This is what the parasol is right here, and it's Garden Parasol. It's from the Birds and Bees Garden Collection by Susan Tierney Cockburn. She designed all of this, and I want to show you the entire collection. Of course, Spellbinders was kind enough to send it to me. Like I said, I just love this. So you have the parasol, and I have a piece of paper there. There we go. And then you have all kinds of flowers. Now this one is the pom-pom that we're going to do. I thought I'd pick the hardest one, okay? And for the first video. Like I said, with all of these collections, there's a lot of add-ons with them. A lot of things, like you have the main collection and then you're adding things on. So like the main thing here would be the parasol, okay? But then you can add on. So if you didn't want to make the dimension with the parasol, oh my gosh, would that not look cute on a scrapbook page? That would be adorable, right? So cute. Anyway, if you didn't want to make the parasol and you just wanted to purchase the flowers, or there's an autumn foliage. So this right here is this flower right here. Let me find my little bag. These are the pom-poms, I'll say that, okay? So this is the pom-pom collection. This actually is the very center. Now, I picked this to do because I'm gonna show you how to make all the tubes. Look at those tubes, isn't that fun? I'm gonna show you how to do that. And also on the dies, this says cut 3. This says cut 2 sets, okay? So you want 2 sets of these. This one will cut one of, oh, and this is a little ladybug die. And then this one, it says cut 2 or 3. I only cut it once because I just used the center of the parasol. Of course, you can stick things behind this, all kinds of greenery. There's many, many cards that I'm going to make with this set because I love flowers, and this is one of the prettiest sets I've ever seen, actually. So this is the pom-pom. So, and we're going to do that in this video today. So let me move all of that aside. And then now here we have the Foliage collection. This is Autumn Foliage. This is an add-on, and these are all leaves. Leaves and greenery, just like that. Which could be, it would look beautiful just tucked in here, colored, whatever. So there, and I made them pretty colors. I've been doing a lot of autumn and Christmas and, you know, darker colors, and I just wanted to make that like it was a spring day. Actually, today it's beautiful here. I've got the windows open. It's very pretty. This is a Black-Eyed Susan. Black-Eyed Susan. So we have Autumn Foliage, a pom-pom, Black-Eyed Susan. So here's the dies for this, and it says here cut 2 or 3, cut times 2, 2 times. And then this must be the little like things that must go in the Black-Eyed Susan. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I create really well with flowers. I can't grow them and I don't know much about them, but I know I craft really well with them. And this one is an Aster. So pretty, right? Cut 2 to 3 times. Here's the center, cut 1 time, 1 time. And then this one cut 3 times, so we're going to layer that up. And then the other thing is that you could take all of these flowers and mix them in with that Pom Pom. Isn't that Pom Pom fun? I just love it. Let's go ahead. I have my mat out here because we're going to do a lot of ink blending. Let's go ahead and start to cut. Actually, let's go ahead and first, I'll go right ahead and do some embossing really quick. Here's my embossing folder. Oh, I found my little bag. Pom Pom Dahlia. Pom Pom Dahlia. And Ladybugs. That's what that's called that we're using today. Pom Pom Dahlia and Ladybugs. And of course, everything's linked below. Okay, so just I use this pale peachy color, and I use the new Stripes embossing folder. This is not a 3D embossing folder. It would say it here. It would be like S3D. So the SES is a regular embossing folder. Follow your sandwich for whatever machine that you have. I like my Spellbinders Platinum 6. So we'll start with that first and get that out of the way. And let me make sure I just 5 1/4 by 4. I knew it. I embossed the wrong one. So here's this one. I was like, that looks a little small. That's actually the inside of the card. I'll leave it embossed. So let's go ahead and emboss the real one, 5 1/4 by 4. That inside was 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. When it came out, I was like, that looks a little small. So, but it doesn't matter. It'll make a nice little background, right? For the inside of our card. So here's the outside, 5 1/4 by 4. All right? Wonderful. Now, let's go ahead and move the magic mat back in. And I'm going to put this aside. And I'm going to get some white paper here. And I want to cut this part of the parasol, the handle. And I'm actually going to cut it 3 times. I could actually put a lot more on here while we cut, so let's do that. I need this not to be so flimsy, okay? We're going to color it with ink, but I am going to go ahead and cut more things out here, right? Let's go ahead and put our leaves here, and we'll cut another couple of these guys here while we're at it, right? I did this all in white and just ink blended all my color in. So you can use whatever colors that you'd like. I just did 1 set of the leaves. Pull those off of there. And we'll get one more of these guys on here. And let's see. Is that the set? Yeah, that is the middle of that. That's so funny. Okay. This one. And let's get this right here. And let me see if I've got a nice piece of scrap right here. I do a lot of my things with scrap, guys. It's just easy. When I do inking like this, I use a lot of scrap paper, which is a good way to, use it up. Okay, so now I have 3 of my parasol handles. There we go. And this is actually the very inside of the flower. I need to cut out 2 more of these flowers. Okay, right here. See if I could fit that in there. Yep. And then I need a cluster, this cluster here, I want to cut this twice. And it's important if you want to get a full thick flower to cut all of these layers. And it does get tight when you know, start doing everything, start putting it together. It does get tight. So we have, here we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 sizes, okay? So really the whole thing gets like 5 sizes of flowers. I want to put them all in different cups. Four. Just helps. Am I missing? What am I missing here? Here, the big ones. It's like, can I count? I don't know. Okay. Now let's go ahead with some more paper. And let's get this one. We'll go that way really quick. Get my tool here. I'm just going to plop them all together. We're going to just color them up. And what I need, 1 more of those, right? Get another piece of scrap. See if that one's big enough. Yes. Wonderful. Okay, now what I need is a larger piece. Make my parasol. And let's see, if you wanted to cut something down, what would this be? Where did my ruler go? Let's see where we at here. Let's see, it's about 5 1/4 inches that way. And about almost 4 1/2 that way, okay? But you know, when you puff it up like we're going to do, oh, here's my ruler. When we puff it up like we're going to do, it fits on a regular A2 size card. So here we go. And that has some diamonds to cut out there, so I brought it back just a second time. It's a very large die. Here we go. Isn't that wonderful? Now watch, see these little etched places right here. Okay, I'll move this out of the way. Let's start some ink blending. Okay, well, let's do our parasol first. And so we're going to use some yellow. I want the lemon drop. These are some new colors that I purchased and I really love them. So I'm going to use my lemon drop right here. And I'm going to get this top part of our parasol. What I love about this sticky mat is, see, I don't have to hold that. It holds the ink for you. just going to make it down about halfway here. I'm not taking any pains. I'm not dabbing anything off. Just want it to be, it's an umbrella. Let it have some color and texture to it. Just like that. Get a little bit more over here. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with the medium carnation. Just going to flip that around because I'm left-handed. And I'm just going to take this little, now I'm going to go to a dome. I use everything, okay? Like here, this is an old one I have from Stampin' Up, okay? This I just purchased with the dome. This is a brush from, a makeup brush from the Dollar Tree. This is Pink Fresh Studio, which I love these, and they are on like notify me status. Every time they come in, they go right back out. I have to admit, I love the dome. But as you see, I'm using all kinds of blending devices here, which is great. I'm making this a little bit darker this time. Come down through here. And now I'm going to come back in with my yellow, because I learned this at scrapbook.com Fest, the third one that they did. And bring that color into the other one, and you're going to get a really nice blend at that junction when you bring that first color, or whatever color that, you know, like if there was more room here, let's say I did a green, okay, then after that I would come back with the pink and blend at that top of that green. Nice. Okay. Now, the flowers are going to take a little bit. Let's go ahead and let me get a little cloth here and just wipe this up if there's ink on it. Okay. All right. Now, here's our card base. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Now here's the inside. I meant to just have a flat piece, but you could always use the deboss side too. Let's do that. Hey, that's cool. I'll use the deboss side. So this piece is 5 by 3 3/4 and Nina White cardstock 4 3/4 by 3.5. I'm just going to glue these together. I haven't put anything on the inside of this one yet, so I'm just going to leave this like it is for now. That little embossing gives us a little character back there because I boo-booed. But it doesn't make it wrong, right? We're just going to use our boo-boo. There we go. Just like that. Easy peasy. Now on the outside, 5 1/4 by 4, and it's of that, you know, it's kind of like a, this reminds me of sherbet. And I'm going to use the emboss side of it. Let that stick up. Right here. And while we're at it, I'll list below where I got these sentiments. I forget which ones that they are. But that one I said sending hugs. This one I'm going to do just a note. And I'm going to put it in the upper left corner. And I foiled these a long time ago. I have a box full of sentiments from this set. And I'll show you. I got this at, I think it was Michael's or Hobby Lobby, either or. But I put my letters in here, and then I've got my sayings here. And so I just decided to pick out of here what, you know, whatever. Some of them are in a blush, and some of them are gold. So I just keep these. There's a nice Just a Note too. So I just keep these over here for when I do things like this, and I just pull out one and use it. There we go. All right, now the front of our card is ready. Also, our parasol is ready. Let's go ahead and score this. I mean, fold on these score lines, okay? Let's fold here, fold here. Now, I've seen people do different things down here. I've seen them take like a little rounded part, you know, put it down there. Maybe it's sparkly or something like that. For this card, I just fold it in because I kind of wanted to put glue there. So that's why I did that. That was just my thinking. Now I'm going to go ahead and burnish these down with a bone folder first, these outside edges. Okay, nicely. Now here I'm just going to finger fold this and not burnish it down, you know, really heavy. It doesn't need to be, because we want bulk. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so you want that. So if I was to burnish it, they would fold in on themselves, right? Okay, let's bring our card in here. And I'm going to place this just down in this corner, just like that. Now, you can fan this out however flat that you want it, you know, however that you want it. But this is what we're going to do right now. We're going to put a little glue. You can even use tear and tape. I'm a liquid glue gal because I like the wiggle. Okay, so I'm just going to push it here. I'm just going to spread it out just a little bit. And honestly, I found with this, I have to have the patience just to hold it. Just hold it. Push that down. Whoop. Here we go. I want to get it back on that glue line right there. Okay, let me just hold that. And then I'm going to push this up just a little bit. Okay, now we're nice and tacky now. You know, when it sets up about halfway, it's got that tackiness to it. And you could just push it, and it just holds. There we go. Okay, so here we go with our parasol. Oh, it's so much fun. Okay, now let's get our little handle here, and let's do some wild dandelion. Okay, and I think I'll just use this little brush. Well, no, I think I used this one. Yeah, I used this one in the green. Okay, so I'm just going to use this in the wild dandelion, and you just have to color one. Remember, what I'm doing with this is just, with the other two, I should say, just adding. Stability. So I want to take this one. Let's get these guys out here. Oh, that breeze is just beautiful. Oh, fall breeze. It's coming through the window. It smells nice too. Okay. Let's get these guys together. And we're just going to make our little... Wow, the collections this month are amazing, aren't they? I still have yet to work. I have Simon Hurley's globes here. You know, I've been trying to do like one video to start the collections off, and then I'll go back through and get everything with the add-ons, you know, for you guys, so that, of course, I use everything that they sent me. And we'll just glue that one on here. Almost make a little chipboard out of this. Okay. just like that. Now, I'm just going to bring this in here. See, I wanted my handle a little darker. And I'm going to put this to where it does not go off of the card. Okay, so I'm going to come about out to here. I'm not going to glue it to the card base, okay? I want it glued to my parasol up here. So I'm going to put glue on this side. And I need extra help. Extra hands. There we go. Okay. Next, let's move this aside. And we're moving on to the flowers. Here we go. Here's the large one. Now, we have graduated flowers, and we have this little thing. This is the inside. So I'm only going to do a few with you. And then let's go ahead and color our leaves. Let's do that first. So the leaves, what I did, I just wanted a little green. I did the, let's just, medium spruce, that's what I used. And I just took a little bit of color, put it on the leaves, rolled them around. Isn't it nice that, see on the sticky mat, see how these are just sticking to the mat? And I'm just using my ink right over it. Now the thing about this card is you want to go ahead and ink both sides. Especially, I don't know so much the leaves, but definitely because of, oh, I don't know what, oh, I guess I had yellow here. I was like, how did that yellow get on there? But that's pretty cool. But because the flowers, actually, they need two sides. Not so much the leaves, but they are going to hang off a little bit. I'm just going to come around here and darken this up a little bit. Oh, that got some yellow on it. That looks pretty cool. Didn't mean for it to, but it'll accent it. I'm just kind of going around the outside edge. And now this one. I'm not impressed. Let me just say this much, okay? I'm not impressed with the makeup brushes from the Dollar Tree. The brushes flare out a whole lot. They're not really tightly packed. That's why I use it for little things. Very, very, very cheap and inexpensive, but that's why I use it for small things. So, okay, now this piece. Oh, let me do this. I don't want yellow into any of this. Let's get that cleaned up. There we go. All right, now, this little piece right here, let me get a pad. You're going to love this. You're going to love it. Okay. Medium carnation is what I used. I'll just stick that right there. Get all my pieces and parts out of the way here. I'm not going to do all of this on camera. Don't panic. Okay? Be like, she'll be on here for 3 hours. I know. So, it doesn't really take that long. Okay, so a little pouncing and a little coloring. And this is where you just want to do it on both sides. Okay, now, on the wrong side, this is what, I watched the video. On the wrong side, get something that has like the ball on it, the stylus, okay? And you want to go ahead and push these in and make them cup up just a little bit. Just like that, okay? We're going to be using this a lot. Then you just, what I did, I just took a little bit of glue, put it down here, okay? And now, because this is the wrong side, because you want the right side to show, okay? You want to roll this into itself. And I really don't think it matters from which side that you start. But just roll it up tight. Just like that. This is the inside of your little bud, your little flower right here. It's the very, very center that makes it look just so thick and gorgeous in there, okay? So I like to make, I decided, well, to make this first because I just wanted to sit off to the side and let all of that glue really, really dry really well. Okay, now, large flower. Medium, you have 3 of these. So you color all of these, you color everything, whatever that you want. So I want a pink, let's see, I wanted a pink flower. Or, yeah. I want to go pink, yellow, okay? And this right here is actually, after we twist it, you'll see, they're going to all 3 get layered, okay? And then this medium size here will be yellow. And then I'm going to come up to like a pink, and then another yellow, or however that all of this works out here. Let's see, where are we? There, okay? Is that right? Maybe not. These 2 are right. 2 of these, 3 of those. Does it matter? Well, I'll count them up. Anyway, we need to have 2 of each of these sets. So you need 3 of these. Let me figure this out. I'm really seriously. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Okay. 3 of these. Before I confuse even myself and you guys, okay? 3 large, and then 2 sets of these, this plate right here that says ×2. Okay, very simple. But let me make it harder, okay? We have our leaves done. That's the good part, right? Okay, now, let's go ahead and color our flowers. But this is your setup. This makes 1 flower. 1 flower. Gonna ink. Ink the other side. Because you'll see now, when we do this twisty thing that she showed, I would have never known this. I'd have just layered stuff on top of each other flat. I would have never ever known this. And the video is actually on the of her doing this is on the Spellbinders website under, I believe it shows it with the parasol. The one that just has the parasol, there's a video on that. Okay, now, but I'm going to show you. I have a tweezer here that is like, it closes, okay? But it's not like you have to have one like this, but get something that will pinch. I'm going to put this here. I'm pinching it. These are so cheap, I really seriously need to throw them out. I got that at Walmart.com through the pandemic because I wanted some tweezers that closed, and they were only $4. So then from here, okay, so pinch it here, take your petal, pinch it around your tweezer, okay? So even if you don't have that, let's say you have a tweezer like this, okay? Hold it up here, and then pinch your flower around it, all right? So you need both the sides to come up. Then take whichever one you have, pinch it over here. Now I'm left-handed, so I'm pinching on the right side. And then I'm just going to roll it. Roll your paper. Okay, now she did she did spritz this with water a little bit. These are so horrible, these tweezers. And I actually roll this way. Okay, I want to roll it around the tweezer to make a tube. Okay, so let's do another petal. In the center, hold it, pinch it up. Okay, pinch the one side, get it all the way out to where you're not really seeing any of the paper, okay? And then I just took it and rolled it around the tweezer. And look at the tube it makes. See a little tube? And then here are all the little tubes here. Isn't that wonderful? It's so fun to, I sat yesterday and designed half of this card. And I really had fun. Just, I forget what was on TV. And so I just had that on. And I was just inked all these flowers up and went and sat in the living room and rolled them all up and made a pile of them. Pinch. Squeeze. Pinch. Roll. And then see, you can twist your little tubes out any way you want them. Okay, pinch, squeeze, pinch, roll. Now, of course, if you're right-handed, you're going to be going the other way, okay? Which is okay. It doesn't matter. It's going to roll up either way. Pinch, roll. Okay, now, let's say that that's the bottom. So now see this, which is why we need 3, became this teeny tiny little thing here. And when you roll it, because you've used ink, okay, to ink up all of these white pieces of paper, it looks so dimensional, right, with the color. So it's just absolutely perfect. Okay, let's do another one. Oh, I put that away. I got to show you how this layers together, and then I'm going to color all of them, and then I'll be back. But just this first little bit. So let's color, because I know. Now here's what I'm going to say. If you're like, oh, I never give cards that have that much depth to them, and you don't purchase the Parasol, all of these flowers are beautiful. I would want the Parasol though, I'm sorry. It does from Spellbinders come in a bundle. Also, I'll link that below for you. I realize that if you guys, and many of you are, ordering the monthly kits from Spellbinders, then when you do that, when you order anything that you order then from them, you get 10% off. So I am putting a list of the Spellbinders, and then a list from scrapbook.com in case you don't go to do the monthly kit and don't get your 10% off from Spellbinders, then you can always receive a little bit off from scrapbook.com. You see how quick I love doing this. Anything repetitive. How funny. Pinch, squeeze, roll. Pinch, squeeze, pinch, and roll. And I hope I'm doing her justice with her product that she created. I really hope I'm doing a nice job of presenting it for her, because this is some great paper crafting for an afternoon, I'll tell you. And now I think the other flowers, like, you just kind of fluff them up, but it was the Pom Pom. To make the Pom Pom, this is what you do. And I absolutely wanted you guys to be able to do this and roll that around. Okay, now, see all those tubes. Now, from here, you're going to take glue. Here, you're going to offset and glue. And see, now we still have space, okay? We ink this one up. And honest, once you get going with this, it's just too fun. And now, you know, you could use color cardstock. But now also remember though, with color cardstock is a lot thicker, okay? So, you know, you could get into like maybe leaving one piece out or something if that happens with color cardstock, because it is thicker than this white. Okay. Yep. Oh, well, I'll use this one. Here. Pinch. Roll. Okay. That makes a nice one too. See, just with a pair of regular tweezers. And roll. And pinch. Squeeze. Pinch. Roll. Pinch. Squeeze. Now mind you, I did not like spray this down with water. I'm just going for it. What I have in my squirt bottle is a little bit of alcohol that I cleaned my mat with. Although I'll clean my mat with soap and water when I'm done. That didn't take long at all, right? Make the little tubes, okay? Now, right here. And now where we have some space, see we have space? I'm going to go ahead and layer this right here. And that's where I like to take the end of this and just kind of hold it, push it in there, okay? Make sure that everything is offset. Now what I'm going to do with my next layer, which is this layer of the two medium, the kind of like slightly small, larger, this is going to be lemon drop. Gonna get a little pink on that, huh? Scooch over here. Which it doesn't, it's gonna look good. There we go. Boy, that mat holds it nice into place. Let me put it up here. Look at that. That mat really does hold that down quite well. You know, sometimes with little pieces they slide around, but this, for the most part, we're going to get a little pink on this one. But see why you want to do both sides is because, you know, it's going to show. And I don't think with these flowers that it's going to matter. I was kind of waiting to get this order. I just placed an order, little order. But it's, I got 2 ink pads of the Interference ink, the Lisa Horton. I can't wait to get them and show you guys. I have been wanting those inks. They turn color well, as soon as I saw them, but every time they came into stock, I wasn't able to get them. But finally, I'm able to get them. So that was great. I just wanted to show you what this yellow looked like. You don't have to two-tone these. I don't even know if pom-poms are two-toned. I just did this because I thought it looked good on the card. And you're like, she said she wasn't going to do all of these on camera. I'm not. This is the last one. I just wanted to show you what two-toning looked like right at first. And how, you know, working with a smaller one looks so great in here. Okay. Now, I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to take that end and I'm just going to push that down in there and hold it. Okay, now I'm going to continue yellow, pink, yellow, and when I get back they're all going to be colored and they're all going to have the little tubes done, and then we'll put everything together. So I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, let's assemble this beautiful card. Now, at the end, when you do the last two, no matter what color they are, the petals are little. So I just folded them, and I just wanted to show you that. I did not roll them over because there's really not enough paper. And so I'm just squishing them, pinching them up. And you'll see when we put this together that the more irregular these are, the better. Okay, there we go. So now everything is complete that way. Now, let's go ahead and continue on gluing together. Oh, let me get my little thing out there. Okay. So now see how this is so irregular, like they go either way? I'm left-handed, so I roll one way. You might roll them the other way, or you might decide to do some way and some another. It doesn't matter. The thicker it gets, the better it gets, okay? So remember that with this. I've never ever made anything like this before. And I'm really excited, as you can tell, about how pretty it's coming. I just go push that in. See, every time you push it in, those little tubes, they come up. And it's like, wow, it's just so fantastic. Okay, next layer. We'll do these, you know, I have them graduated here. Remember, we have our little bud. It's ready to go. Now, she also showed, let me show you this. Let me say this much. Where I'm pushing them down like that, she also showed that if you, like, take them and take a large stylus end and just push it, it helps them to come up a little bit. I think I'm doing pretty good with the way we're going here, but you can do that just to help them along, which is fantastic. Just kind of push it and then push it, just like that. Just makes them fun. And, you know, helps to give you that nice shape. Okay, so now we're to, I did that, oh, okay, now these two pink. All right. And again, just wherever there's space, see, like I see space right there. So I'm going to put that in there. That's where I'm going to put that one. I might need to use the side of it. There we go. More glue. I don't want to be, you know, little with the glue. You want to, because this has some, you know, oomph. I mean, like, this has some stuff to it here. Just like that. I found it best to kind of push them out a little bit when I was doing that other one. And see what I mean about the little tubes? It doesn't matter how they go. The more wonky they are, the better. Let's go ahead and do that. And now we'll do this little yellow. I was able to roll these up just a little bit so you could see the curls on the ends, but then I felt it best with the next one not to. And you're going to go, wow, I can't fit another thing in there. Yeah, you can. You can. They fit, I promise. It's tight, you know, but you see what it does? Oh my gosh, look at how gorgeous it makes the center of that flower. But look at how tight this is, almost rose-like. Okay, that's why you want more in there. Let's see. Get right in there. Push it down. Just open it up a little bit so you could see where to put the glue. Go in with this piece, and remember, those I just folded in half, and they came out just fine. See what happens to just folding them in half? As soon as I push them down in there, well, you can't see it because I'm in the way, it rolls them up. So ingenious. I don't know how people think about this. I mean, these designers are amazing. Amazing. Now this one, push that in. And now, this teeny tiny bud, that's why we rolled it up nice and tight, okay? A lot of glue just down there on the bottom. Right here in the center. And you're just going to see that it's now perfect. Look at that center. Isn't that amazing? I love this. Now really, I need to kind of, and see where we cup those little ones in? You know, it makes it look more like the center of the flower, like more will bloom out. I think what she taught was just fantastic. Just amazing. All right, now, move those aside. I've got these, and I love these, okay? I will order, next time I will not order just one pack of these. The Crystal Mix, they are constantly on Notify Me, okay? And so I list it below, and I myself do a Notify Me so that I can tell you when they're back in stock, and then too, if I want to order them, I know when they're in. They are extremely popular, and it's the clear ones is why, the Crystal Mix that is very, very popular. Okay, so I want to glue my leaves. I want to put this one here. I've just got to put it on the bottom because this is such a 3D card. And I'm just going to put it right here because I know my Dahlia is going to go right there. Bottom of this one. I'm just going to cross it over this one. And you know, each time you do something like this, it's going to come out a little bit different. Look at how stinking gorgeous is that. Once I just plop that up there. Isn't that amazing? Now I want this one to come, I think I want it to come down there. Yeah. Okay, so right about in there. See, so I'm not gluing these all the way down, you know. I mean, the Parasol is up. There's that. Now, you can put, you know, because it's already dimensioned out, you know, to a point, but you can put a pop dot back there or whatever that you want dimensional. I'm going to glue it down. Now, this does take a bit to set, but here is our cards. I hope you enjoyed watching me put that Dahlia together, and you will enjoy working with this set. I am going to work with the other flowers at a later date. Like I said, I'm taking these collections, and they are nice, beautiful collections this month. I'm taking them one by one and doing one card, and then I'll go back and revisit again. Thank you so much for watching. All the links are below for you to place an order, and I will see you next time. Well, it's not, and I'll see you next time. I've talked about the gems, and then I didn't even put them on there. How many times do I do that? 1.5 million. I want to put the ones down here. These are a little iridescent up here, and then these are like a white kind of, but they pick up the color of what you're working with, and I love the way that they work here. Just a nice little parasol. Oh, these gems, I just love these. Did my flower move? It did. See, it's not all the way stuck yet. Come around this way. I was just so excited that it came out so pretty. Put these right in here. Put a medium one. And then put a medium up here. Yeah. And a teensy tiny one right there. Okay. There we go. Now it's complete. So stinking pretty, right? I'm going to hold that as soon as I get off of camera here until it sticks. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.